Remote Viewer solves missing 411 finally. Before we begin, a disclaimer. This report has been cleaned up by AI for punctuation and structure, but the testimony itself 100% human. These are the words of a real intelligence asset, not a machine. The subject is a man known only as Ed, a high-clearance psychic attached to the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency's Stargate program, and later, several successor operations you've never heard of.
I was trained in coordinate remote viewing, astral displacement, conscious entry into high harmonic dimensions. I've operated up to the 9th harmonic layer, beyond the veil of ordinary perception.
For years, Ed quietly investigated disappearances, specifically cases tied to the missing 411 phenomenon.
I never worked with Paulides, never needed to. But his work helped me triangulate patterns. The real data is darker than what's public.
Let's begin with the majority of cases. Are they truly paranormal?
No, most are just tragic human failure, disorientation, panic, exposure. People separate from their groups, try shortcuts, or get injured. They spiral, fast. They crawl into brush, under foliage, behind rocks, hide from the elements, then they die. Hypothermia, dehydration, shock. And search teams never find them because they vanish into terrain that resists detection.
Even drones miss them, bodies concealed under thick vegetation, some stripped naked in their final moments, a hypothermic response known as paradoxical undressing.
It creates the illusion of high strangeness. Clothes in one place, body in another. No blood, no signs of struggle, but it's just nature and panic playing its hand.
But that's not the whole story, is it?
No, some cases defy explanation. And I mean that literally. They don't follow any human pattern. They're not natural. And they're not extraterrestrial. They're interdimensional. The abductors come from parallel Earths, embedded within our own dimensional framework. Different evolutionary arcs. Different dominant species.
You're saying they're not from other planets, but other timelines?
Correct. Reptilian timelines. Insectoid species. Some part machine, each with biology as foreign as anything from Alpha Centauri, but all from Earth, just not our Earth. There are some that are human as we know it as well.
And they take people. How?
2 methods. Trap and grab.
I'm listening. So trap.
Yes, trap. They project a visual distortion ahead of the target, like a shimmer. Harmless looking, a flicker, a ripple. The moment the subject steps into it, they're displaced, fully, into another timeline. They survive, but barely understand what they're seeing.
Scary. What about grab?
Grab. When speed matters, they open a portal behind the subject and yank them through. Force is violent, instant, fatal. Bodies dismembered mid-transit. Sometimes only pieces are recovered, if anything.
That explains the missing shoes, the sudden vanishings, the mutilated remains.
Exactly. And most investigators never even consider extra-dimensional physics. They assume animal predation or serial killers. They're wrong.
Why do they take people?
I could see 6 reasons. 1. Scientific study. 2. Slave labor. 3. Ritual sacrifice. 4. Sexual assault. 5. Meat. 6. Rescue. Rare. Motivations unknown.
Let's talk about the abductors themselves.
They're not ghosts. They're not ethereal. They're biological. Cyber-enhanced. Often armored or chitinous. Some communicate through EM pulses. Others through direct mental broadcast. Tactical. Efficient. Think special forces, but not always human.
Where do these abductions happen?
This may surprise some people, but anywhere. Not just in forests. I've traced disappearances to subway tunnels, to rooftops, to abandoned structures. Some even vanish mid-urban commute. The common factor? A brief distortion in local weather. A shimmer, then gone.
So how do we protect ourselves?
Stay in groups. Leave GPS breadcrumbs. Monitor EM fields if you're going into the wild. If you see shimmering air, leave. Immediately.
Final thoughts?
Humanity isn't ready, but bearing the truth doesn't help. This is phase 1 of disclosure. More is coming. If anyone has any other remote viewing topics, they would like me to look into, please let me know in the comments.
Ed remains anonymous, but his next debriefing is already scheduled. Until then, stay alert, stay skeptical, and above all, don't follow the shimmer.